So we've got 2 flashing blue lights out of 3. I don't know if it means it's at 50% battery, 70% battery. Not quite sure. We're about to jump it in and see. But we started at 25%. I've got about 40 miles to drive to the office. And it's been charging for at least 24 hours. And we're still not seeing a full charge. From here, let's take a look at the charger. So that's the charger. This is the actual unit, so you can take off this other piece right here, plug it into one of the bigger sockets, or use the normal home socket like we did. But this thing is heavy, and all my sockets are up higher, so it's difficult to plug it in and just leave it hanging, so I had it plugged in with an extension cord. The first extension cord that I had it plugged into didn't work at all. The second one was working with it, and it finally started charging. But this is what you're looking at, and it goes up in the back. There's a little pouch for it, which I'll show you in just a second. So that's the trunk, and that's a little pouch. Yeah, and it can be difficult to get that little thing up in here, but it does stay back here pretty well. It zips up. All right, now let's jump inside. See where we're at with battery life here. So we got up to 56%, that's 123 miles. It was at 24% when I plugged it in and figured out it was actually charging yesterday morning, so almost 24 hours. I don't know. We got 123 miles, so we shouldn't have a problem getting there, but the people from Nissan picking it up still have to get it back to their office. Well, let's just do this. What's going on, guys? This week we've been driving the 2019 Nissan Leaf Plus. So the Leaf's been around for a long time. It's the world's #1 selling EV car, but in 2018 it got fully redone, and we got longer range and better batteries in this thing. Let's take a closer look. So in this car, you get 2 battery options, but we'll go into that a little bit later. And you get 3 trim levels. You get an S, an SV, and an SL. Obviously, the exterior is designed to maximize aerodynamic and efficiency. The front fascia features Nissan's V grille, and this nice 3D blue mesh looks really cool. Your charging ports plug in right up here in the front to make it easy to pull into a garage or something and plug it straight in, instead of having it be at the back. They're angled so that it makes it super easy to access. So right here is that charging ports for your fast charger, for your normal home charger. And under the hood is a 160 watt motor. You get 2 battery options. One is a 40 kilowatt battery with the EPA range up to 150 miles with 147 horsepower. The other is a 62 kilowatt battery with an EPA range of 266 miles with 214 horsepower. So the interior quality is actually pretty nice in here. Obviously, it's cheaper materials. You gotta keep the cost down because batteries are so expensive. They're lightweight materials because you got to keep the weight down because fuel economy. But overall, it's pretty nice. It feels like you're sitting in just a normal car. I have heated seats. I have a heated steering wheel. We've got a remote key for keyless entry. It is a decently quiet cabin for driving around, and with no engine noise, you need it to be pretty quiet. This is a compact vehicle, but there is still plenty of space for the driver and passenger. The back seats have a lot of room, and the trunk really has a ton of room because the batteries are all in the floor. This vehicle does come with an available Bose audio system. This is a special energy efficient system that was built by Bose for consuming less energy, so you're not wasting that battery power on your entertainment. Other tech in here includes Nissan's intelligent mobility. You have Nissan's Pro Pilot with e-pedal assist. The e-pedal basically brakes for you whenever you let off the gas. It slows the car down, but it also applies the regenerative braking back to the battery. It's very aggressive in here, much like the BMW i3 we drove a few years ago, but it really helps to keep that energy flowing back in. You get a nice touch screen with navigation. You get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You can get an app on your phone, Nissan Connect, and you can remote control the temperature. You can get up to the minute charging information, and you can look on there and see what your range is and battery percentage is. You get a nice big LCD display behind the steering wheel, and this can be customized to your liking to show whatever you're looking for, including your EV readout. So this is the little knob. You got push for park, over and up for reverse, over and down for drive, over for neutral. We're going to reverse. So just a progress update, we're probably another 10 miles or 15 miles outside of downtown Dallas, and we're at 98 miles left, 43% battery life. So we're definitely gonna make it. Like I said, my big concern is them picking up the car and making it to where they need to go. But just a progress report. So overall, this drives really well. It does feel like an electric car. You get that instant torque. It is very quiet, especially on city streets. The top range is 226 miles, and you do get that e-pedal, which can be pretty cool. Here in the downtown city streets is really where this thing dominates. It does really well. It's nice and quiet. And if you need to get in front of somebody from a stoplight, you got that instant torque. All right, and we successfully made it downtown. My camera battery is about to die, but the battery in this thing is still really good. We're at 96 miles left and 42% charge on the battery. So we did really good making it down here. So let's talk about charging this vehicle. I've had a little bit of issues with charging this thing. I only had the home outlet. The plug that comes with it wouldn't fit into any of my plugs that I had because of the weight of the extra pack that's on there and the size of the plug-in. So I had to run an extension cord to one of my plugs in my garage. The first day I tried to charge it, it didn't charge at all. Come to find out, it was the extension cord that wasn't letting it charge for whatever reason. Then I was able to plug in another extension cord, got it charging, saw the lights coming on, let it charge overnight, and I still only got the battery at 50% charged, and I plugged it in at 24%, and I really only got 25 to 26% charge through pretty much a whole day of charging. But that could just be my issues with my stuff. I'm not sure what Nissan says. You can get a quick charge up to 80% charge in 40 minutes. With a 240 volt home charger, you can charge it to a full battery in as little as 8 hours. The Leaf battery is covered under a 96-month, 100,000 mile warranty. And you can get on the map and pull up charging stations and EV centers where you can plug this thing into the fast chargers, and that's pretty cool. So the base price of a Nissan Leaf is $29,900. But they can get pretty pricey. Obviously, you'd want to compare this to something like the Tesla Model 3. Tesla's kind of the gold standard with electric cars right now because they look really good and they work really well, but they're much more expensive, and you've got new entries into the electric market, including the Hyundai Kona EV, the Kia Soul EV, and I mentioned that BMW i3. It's a really good EV vehicle, but it is much more expensive as well. And really, it seems like a lot of manufacturers are getting ready to put more out or have models out now. The EV race is just heating up. All right, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed that video with the 2019 Nissan Leaf. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you've got any questions. I know this was a quick one. I didn't have a ton of time driving this vehicle, and it's been a crazy week, but hope you guys enjoyed. Please hit that subscribe button for more reviews coming out. If you want to see more on this thing, let me know, and I'll try to get it again to do a longer review. But with that, thanks for watching.